table. They think they have come so far to find. A young thief sneaks into the room, reaching out his hand, when all of a sudden...
Now Lizzie, don't get me wrong, I love the enthusiasm and all, but if I'm going to turn this into a movie, I need you to start at the beginning.
Movie? Did you say article? Didn't you say you wrote for a newspaper?
Yes, that's correct. I am a newspaper reporter, James Cameron. James, like Bond, James Bond, except that James is the last name first. I just like to introduce myself like that, because that's how we reporters do things, eh?
Oh, you do look remarkably similar to the guy, James Cameron. You know the guy who interviewed my grandmother before he made the movie Titanic?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have nothing like the guy, not even a little bit. For instance, was he wearing a hat?
Not at
Did he have a moustache?
Not at that time.
Well, there you go. Now, you mentioned a heist. That sounds juicy. In fact, I think it'd make a really great film.
Bill?
I mean, story for the article that I'm writing, because as I mentioned earlier, I'm a newspaper reporter who works for a paper called the Daily...
Daily? What kind of a newspaper?
The name isn't important, Lizzie!
Alright. You need to write this under the real story of the Titanic, not that crappy hokey love story from that crappy hokey James Cameron film.
How dare you! I worked my fingers to the bone writing reviews. Which, by the way, was objectively brilliant. I wouldn't be surprised if acclaimed director James Cameron wanted to do a remake, perhaps in 3D. No, that was a heist!
So from the top, my grandmother Rose was on the cruise with her fiancé, but Jack was nothing like those James Cameron movies.
Oh, that sounds intriguing. Take me through the scene. I mean, story for the newspaper that I write for.
It began in a dock in Queenstown, Ireland, 10th of April, 1912.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed passengers. Welcome to the HMAS Titanic, the most unsinkable and iceproof cruise line in all the world. And tonight's pantomime, welcome. Now, before we allow you to board, there are a few provisos. Rule number 1, turn off your mobile phones. They really do mess up with the navigational equipment, and trust me, that would not be helpful with all the icebergs and whatnot around. Rule number 2. And rule number 2, if you see someone sneaking up behind someone, like that young lass down there who looks like she's about to pick the pocket, that distinguished looking chap, make sure you warn them.
She's behind you!
He's behind you.
Stop molesting people, pickpocket.
And rule number 3, everyone remember to have fun, because you never know when you're going to wind up aboard a sinking cruise line if no one around to save you. Joking. On this auspicious day, the great and indestructible Titanic leaves port and heads west over the seas. The sun is high and hot. The water laps gently. Today the ocean is calm, but in a matter of hours, a huge frozen mass will... Oh, apologize, brother.
Hey,
Are you...
mister, hold it.
What's all this then? Blimey, Sal, it's an open brand there!
This is mine!
Don't get rid of everybody, no foreign foods allowed on board. Did you pack this bag yourself, sir?
What bag?
Oh, we'll let you off this time, but we'll be watching you.
Like a hawk.
They won't.
They will.
As well as hosting the rich and famous, the Titanic also appeals to those who seek adventure.
This is going to be the best Kentucky ever.
I am so glad we spent all of Daddy's money on this trip.
Me too. Let's take a selfie.
This trip is going to make up for all of the bad dates, bad guys, and bad sex we have ever had. Yay!
You always think there was a connection. One of the couples boarding this vessel on its maiden voyage of Rose Calvert and Cal Rosebud. Rose is a wonderful young lady and has yearned to take such a bird all her life. Unfortunately for Rose, her fiancé Cal is a total...
Cal,
Yes, Rose?
you just pushed that guy in the water.
Oh, did I? He'll live. Oh my. You're not going to be wearing that on the ship, are you?
Excuse me?
Well, I'm just saying we don't want the other passengers thinking you come from a place like Armadale. No, you're not.
You're awesome.
You look like you're from Armadale.
Anyway, look, why don't you go get changed? I'm going to go up to the casino and see if they still accept Bitcoin. Well, you seem fine with that. Cheerio.
Ugh, smells like menial labor. I just need one more thing. Officer! I'm afraid an emergency has arisen.
Yes?
The captain has asked me to relieve you of your cap.
Don't trust him.
My cap, my hat, my lovely lady hat. What are you puzzling on with my hat? No time for explanations, your cap, sir. Who are you, anyway? I'm going to tell Captain Bernard about this. No, you're not.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oi, Dean, this is getting worse, right? This is where the boss said to meet?
Are you sure this is the right spot? I don't see any sign of him.
Or Jack.
Hiya!
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Come to our massive ship. Dig a hill, find a girl, get some romance in this world. Look out! Here comes the spider pig. Hey, comrades.
Oh, hey, Jack. Was the boss with you?
Not with me. Too busy gambling in this cool uniform.
Yeah, I hope nobody notices the 4 naked crew members you left lying back there.
So no one knows where our fearless leader is.
He's banging
Right
someone
here,
else
Jack.
behind those boxes.
I'm not done with you.
Man, talk about rough.
An important lesson for you. Never doubt me. Dr. Ostracott and the Council of Atlantis chose me to lead this mission, and I will not let them down. Have you got that, agents?
Yes, sir.
Right behind you, sir.
Well, not literally, of course, because that would be awkward. Not to mention sexually inappropriate.
Yes, it would.
Right. Let's make sure we're clear with onboard identities. I am posing as Oliver Orca, second officer.
Seaman Sam Salmon, crew member.
Dean Deepwater, culinary staff.
Jack Dorsal, third class passenger.
Barney Binoculars, boat guy.
Nailed it.
Barney Barnacle Boiler Worker. Say it again.
Barney Barnacle, bubble blower.
Bastard.
I almost prefer boat guy.
Yar! Second officer!
Orca, Captain Birdseye.
Yar! Orca, yar! Are ye prepared for the voyage ahead?
Oh, why, of course, Captain. I look forward to serving under your leadership.
Well, cleave 'em to the brisket. Within the hour we'll be on our way to pillage and plunder and find La Isla de Muerta. I meant we'll be on our maiden voyage across the seas, of course. Just baiting your shark, yar. Anyway, don't ye be forgetting about the ball tomorrow night. We'll be working, of course, but who's to know a bit of grog passing around the crew? We'll begin our voyage with a bang and a crash. Not the bad kind of crash, mind. This ship be totally crash-proof, yar. Tonight, we'll party hard with our violins and our ball gowns. Not that I, ever wore a ball gown. Yar.
Imbecile. All right. We get on board, we make sure the heart of the ocean is here. We destroy the escape routes and then we take the heart for the glory of Atlantis. Am I understood? I can't hear you.